The only thing that you should not skip or omit is this, you know, our secret ingredient, right? The secret ingredient is just try it. Just try it and see if you will ever cook without using it. Hello family, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Oti and you are welcome to Oti's channel. Today I'll be preparing Afang soup and I'll be taking you guys along. And right before me here, I have the ingredients that I'll be using for the soup. This is ukazi. I'm going to use ukazi. I have my dried fish. I have goat meat and this tiny what do they call it, cow skin, the African type. Yes, this is the one that is left. I used to have the one big bag like that, but I've used it. This thing is difficult to find. There was this day we went to one of our usual local store and I found this. Guys, when I found it, I could not believe that this is periwinkle with shell. I could not believe it. I bought it. I said, let me go and try. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me or something. So I even told my husband, look at what I found though. He was like, no, it is not the same periwinkle with shell that we know. I said, I agree with you to an extent, but this is it though. This is it. No, this is it. I was then going with the picture, so I took it home and I decided to try to use it, and lo and behold, it is. So I went back and started buying all these plates that you are seeing. These are the plates. So I've bought almost 5 of them. Now I'm reusing the bowls. So yes, I bought it, and there's no better soup to use this periwinkle with shell to cook than this soup. Understand? And this is the last one I'm having, and we have left the place, the state and the city that I normally buy it. So I said, let me use it instead of using the other periwinkles. My stockfish. So I have my fresh pepper. I have my crayfish, and then this is a secret ingredient. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I don't think you know already. I don't think you do. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I'm not going to call the name. I'm not going to, but if you want to know what the ingredient does, please stay tuned to the end of the video, because that secret ingredient is going to be added to the soup at the end of the video. It is meant to be the last thing that should enter the soup or whatever you're using to cook at the end. So that is the reason. You don't have to skip the video, so stay tuned. And also oh, I didn't show you my salt. This is my salt, and the only thing that is not here is my oil. Okay, so I don't want to carry oil and start moving around. Instead, I will show you later. And also I have my onions, and this onion chopper, you can buy it on Amazon. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm going to steam my meat with the stockfish, because I know I've not said this, but I want to use the frying method. The soup I'll be using frying method, so I want to cook most of the things before I introduce it to the main soup. So at this point, I'm going to add the stockfish to the meat. That way they can be cooked together. If I'm not going to use the frying method, I will not do this process. I will not even steam my meat separately, because the meats here, they are not as tough as the one we have back home. in Nigeria. The meat here, they are very, very soft, so I don't steam it, I cook it with the soup. But because I'm going to use the frying method, I will not have enough liquid to cook the soup, and moreover, this soup does not require a lot of water. So because of that, I want to give it that room to be well cooked. That is why I'm cooking it with the meat. This is the way the periwinkle is, but this is not how it's supposed to be in my place. What this means is that they have already cooked it to whichever way they want to eat it. I'm going to wash off all the ingredients and whatever thing they use in cooking this. Now I'm not going to use it. See how it is. They have already cooked it, put whatever, I don't know. Therefore, I'm going to use cold water to wash off all these things, and then I'm going to use hot water to wash it again. So now it is clean. It is clean now. Here I have my water. Soak it with the water, but then I will add salt. I will add salt to it and soak it until when I'm ready to use it. I'm going to change the pot because I don't think it's going to be enough, because I want to cook almost everything together before I take it to the main pot. So I'm going to change the pot. Salt, just a little bit. I don't like using too much salt. I prefer going using more seasoning than salt. So just this. In fact, I'm going to even go low. And then I will add just 2 of the. Okay, I'm going to add 2. Then I'm going to add my fresh pepper, as much as you want, okay? Then I'm going to add my onions, as much as you want, as little as you want to. Alright, so time to blend the ukazi. Use my blender, and I'll be using the pause button. So guys, I'm going to add the periwinkle. That way it can start cooking with the rest. I'm going to take out my meat, and I'm going to take out only the goat meat, because I don't want it to be that soft. I'm going to add water. Just a little, not too much. I'll be using the pause button. So this is it. Yes, very fresh. I'm going to add a little water. So me, I don't like my Afang soup to be very dry. I like it a little bit watery. I prefer to have a little liquid inside. I don't like it to be that dry. Okay, so the only thing that is left to do now is for me to cut the spinach. Okay, and that will not take me much time, so I'll be back. So at this point, I'm going to put the heat off. So it's ready now. So this is my oil. So I'm using this pot. It's a big pot. I can use that one, but I just want to work with something that has space. So that is why I'm using this big pot, not because I'm cooking very big pot soup. So I will allow the water to dry. Remember, I'm going to be using frying method. So that is why I'm going to allow my pot to dry. Then I'm going to add the oil. Now it is time to cook the soup proper. First thing first, I'm going to add the oil. This soup requires a lot of oil. You don't have to use too much. Okay, I'm just going to allow it to just heat up. So you can use as much onions you want, and you can use as little onions you want, and if you don't want to use onions at all, it is okay too. So what I'm going to add now is my seasoning. Now I've already used seasoning to cook the other things, so I'm not going to add much. Then salt, everything at this stage should be very small in quantity until you add the other things from the pot. I don't want to just use a plain oil to fry my vegetables. That is why I'm adding just a little bit until when I add the other ones, then I can balance my seasoning. I'm going to add my spinach first. I'm going to stir it. So you can see the inside. I'll be adding the ukazi leaf. I'm going to allow this to cook before I will add the other ones in the pot. I'm already having a lot of liquid. That's why I did not add the stock, because the spinach has a lot of water, so I'm going to be very careful. At this point, I tasted for seasoning. Everything was okay except the pepper, so I added more. We like our soup to be spicy. The meat now, the goat meat. I'm going to add more fresh pepper because it's not enough. We want it spicy. We want it. That's how we like it. Now I'm going to add That's tiny crayfish. That tiny shrimp. At this point, like I said, it tastes good, but because I'm going to add the crayfish, I'm going to still add it, but it's still okay if I don't want to add it. Okay. I know some people like adding their crayfish from the beginning, you know, towards the ending. I prefer adding it towards the ending. Okay, I can add all. You remember our secret you remember our secret ingredient that I kept for the last? It is time for me to introduce it, okay? So let me bring it. So this is the secret ingredient, and the secret ingredient is nothing. I'm coming. So the secret I'm laughing, you know why? Because I don't think you've used it before. That might be your kidding, you have used it before. So the secret ingredient is no other thing than our blended onion. See, onion. This is purple onion. Yes, so this is the secret ingredient. Blended purple onion. So I'm going to add it. And then once I add it, nothing goes in again. Nothing goes in. I'm going to cover it and allow the onion to cook, and that is it. Okay? So how much should you add? That depends on your preference. As you can see, I added let's just say 3 spoons, and I'm going to stir this together. So I'm going to reduce the heat because my liquid is reducing more than the way I want it. So I'm going to allow it to cook, and then we will taste and see if everything is okay. No, I take it back. I'm going to taste right away. I'm going to taste, okay? Hey, So the onion is still fresh in it, but because of that, we are going to allow it to maybe cook for like 2 seconds or 3. I don't know, but not much. We're not going to leave it for long. We'll take it down. I prefer using my hand, that way I can get all the sweetness, all the deliciousness. Please, oh, stop me, oh. Let me get more. Let me get more. Shake. It's okay. Oh boy. Nice. Try this recipe and give me your feedback, okay? Let me just follow the recipe, okay? And if you want to omit anything, you are free to omit. If you want to remove anything from the things I use, you are free, but the only thing that you should not skip or omit is this, you know, our secret ingredient, right? The secret ingredient is that blended onion. Just try it. Just try it and see if you will ever cook without using it. So thank you so much for spending your time with me to cook this soup. I hope and I believe that you have learned one or two things from this cooking. I believe. I mean, this secret ingredients, you have learned it though. And you must use it, you know, and see when you use it, allow it to, you know, cook its own and like cook and be done. Then there you have it. So if you have learned something, like as I hope you have, please don't fail or forget to subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and share the video. As you have come across this video and learned one thing or the other, there are people out there that need to know these secrets. Okay, so please share the video, like the video, and the most important thing too, everything is important, but also subscribe to the channel. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye, and I love you. Thank you.